Do you want to be a warrior? Think it's all swords, glory, and honor? So did I. Until the first time I looked into the eyes of a man I killed myself. Don't blink, because what I'm about to tell you is not a hero's tale, it's a curse. And in the end, you'll understand why no one in their right mind would choose to be what I am. I was trained since I was a child. At 8, I held a sword bigger than my own arm. At 10, I could split a training dummy in two. By 12, I no longer cried when I bled. They said I would be a protector, a guardian of peace, but they never mentioned I'd also have to burn down villages with people still inside. I learned to march before I learned to love, to salute before I ever smiled. My heart cold as the steel of my armor, and heavier. I cut down men I never knew, on orders from nobles who never dirtied their hands. Their war was ink on maps. Mine was blood on my hands. Every medal on my chest is the echo of a scream I'd rather forget. And every scar, a memory that still bleeds. They say scars heal, but some grow roots. Some stay alive under the skin. You don't hear music in war, just bones breaking, steel tearing through flesh, and the sound of your own heartbeat, racing, stuttering, begging to stop. The smell of blood, it's thick. It clings to you like smoke after a fire that never goes out. It seeps into your pores and stays no matter how hard you scrub. I watched friends die begging for their mothers, men with arms like tree trunks, crying like children, and I couldn't help them, because if I moved, I'd die too. You think you're brave? Wait until you're alone on the battlefield, your leg shattered, your sword broken, and vultures circling overhead. The world doesn't pause for your pain. It just steps over you. There's no honor in death, only silence and forgetting. And when it's over, what remains? Not victory, not pride, just the weight of having survived. War ends on the map, but never inside you. I wake up screaming almost every night. The sword isn't in my hand anymore, but my wrist still closes as if it is. My body has forgotten peace. It only remembers tension. I came home, but the ghosts came with me. They sit in every shadow, whisper in every silence. My wife looks at me like I'm a stranger. Maybe I am. Maybe the man who left never came back. Maybe he died out there and what returned was a shell. Children are afraid of me, and to be honest, so am I. There are parts of myself I buried, but sometimes they dig their way out. The worst enemy isn't the one in front of you. It's the one that stays inside after it's all over. You call it glory. I call it a curse. Every time someone calls me a hero, I feel like crying, but my eyes dried up years ago. Crying is a luxury I lost somewhere between the 3rd and 4th funeral. I had a brother. He looked up to me. He wanted to be like me. Now he's buried in foreign soil. A white stone, no name, just honored fallen. What kind of honor is that? Being a warrior isn't living. It's surviving yourself. It's learning to exist with pieces missing. And the more you survive, the less you feel, the more you bury, until even your reflection feels like a lie. Armor protects the body, but it doesn't protect the soul. And mine has been pierced 1,000 times. There were days I prayed to die, not because I hated life, but because I couldn't carry it anymore. And yet, here I am, breathing, talking, remembering every face I tried to forget. So, do you still want to be a warrior? Still dream of shining swords and crowds cheering your name? The reality is different. It's mud, blood, and regret. If I could go back, I would have chosen to be anything. Anything. A farmer, a blacksmith, even a bard. At least they create. I only destroy. But not this. Never this. Don't choose this life unless you're ready to lose it, even if you keep breathing. Today, I carry my past like I carry my sword. Heavy, cold, and always ready. Because a warrior never stops fighting. Not even when the war is over. And maybe that's the cruelest part of all.